What if I tell you that we are all connected to one another? That what we are experiencing right now has something to do with the decision of other people. I mean, who would ever think that someone miles away would affect your life here? Right now, we are all complaining about the prices of gasoline, and this is all because of the decision of one person, the president of Russia, who decided that he would attack Ukraine. Well, this is exactly what I want to discuss today. I'd like to discuss about Ubuntu and how it will affect our daily life. Have you noticed that many people nowadays are very critical of other people? I mean, many are just jealous about the success of others. And this happens because they look at their social media like Facebook, like Instagram, and this just makes them think that others are happier than themselves. Now, because of this, they breed resentment and jealousy so that they are more focused on themselves rather than thinking of other people. Ubuntu, however, is a philosophy that accepts the fact that we are all connected, that we affect one another. I mean, stop with this Filipino crab mentality. No man is an island. We must start a mindset that we can only be successful as long as we also help other people. Now, how can Ubuntu change our life to the better? I have two things that I want to share with you today. The first thing is that Ubuntu can change the way we do business. A businessman from South Africa calls this Ubuntupreneurship. And this means that when you make business decisions, it must have a sense of accountability for other people. It is normal for companies to think about themselves, to think of profit, to think of business development that would only benefit themselves. If you come to think of it, if all companies, whether small or big, will have the mindset that if I make plans for my company, I have to consider oneness, I have to consider humanity, I have to consider other people. That when your business is directed to community, then would that make a greater impact to the world? A good example of this is Microsoft founder Bill Gates, who was named the youngest billionaire in 1987. Did you know that he made 2 billionaires out of his company? And aside from that, he also made 12,000 millionaires out of his organization. And this is because of the mindset that he can only be successful if his employees are also successful like him. Number two, Ubuntu can have a great impact in our relationships. Whether it's professional relationship or personal relationship, Ubuntu is important and it creates a great impact to any relationships that we have. Ubuntu actually follows a biblical principle which is found in Philippians chapter 2 verse 3, which says, "Do nothing from selfishness or empty conceit, but with humility of mind consider one another or regard one another as more important than yourself." This sense of oneness allows us to build a kind of relationship that would build others up instead of break them down. And we put others first, and as we do that, we are also benefited ourselves. Imagine a world where all of us practice this philosophy, this Ubuntu philosophy. Imagine how much it will change our life and the way we deal with people. Let this philosophy change your life and your way of thinking. Let's start thinking that every minor decisions that I make will have a greater impact in the society. How about you? What small things can you do that will have a great impact to society? Little things like picking up the garbage, saying positive things to other people, or doing little good deeds to other people. Well, if you have something in mind, share it with us in the comment section below. And by the way, don't forget to like and share this video to your friends. If this is your first time, don't forget to follow our page by liking that like button. And I'll see you again next week for another peak of the week. Stay excellent.